Today, we're taking you inside one of the biggest chocolate factories in the world where they make millions of Snickers bars every single day. These treats ship to over 80 countries, so chances are you've tasted what comes out of this place. Let's start with the famous Nugget Base. See those huge stainless steel vats? They're mixing up a special blend of egg whites, sugar, and vanilla. The temperature control must be exact. They need to keep it just right or the nugget won't set properly. Did you know that the recipe for Snickers has stayed almost the same since 1930? That's over 90 years. Now see as this thick, fluffy mixture gets pumped through these pipes. It's heading to the next stage where it'll spread into perfect uniform layers. Next up is the peanuts. They're specially selected for size and quality. Workers and machines sort through them to make sure only the best make it into the candy bar. After sorting, they're roasted to perfection in these huge rotating drums. The heat brings out all that nutty flavor we love. The aroma in this part of the factory is absolutely amazing. Now the peanuts get crushed, but not too much. Snickers needs that perfect chunk size. Too small and you lose the texture. Too big and they might fall out of the bar. Next is my favorite part, the caramel. This sticky goodness is cooked in these massive copper kettles. The recipe is a closely guarded secret, but we can see they're adding butter and sugar to create that perfect gooey texture. The caramel needs to cool to just the right temperature before it goes on the bars. And for the final touch, chocolate. Large tanks hold liquid chocolate kept at precisely 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Any hotter and it won't set properly. Any cooler and it won't flow smoothly over the bars. The machines make sure every inch gets covered in that rich milk chocolate. No spots missed. Then there's a little shake to get rid of excess chocolate and create that smooth finish. Now they're cooled and ready for wrapping. High-speed machines wrap hundreds of bars per minute. First, they cut the long sheets into individual bars, then wrap each one in that iconic blue, white, and red wrapper we all know too well. Let's switch gears now and see something completely different but equally fascinating. The chewy, stretchy bubblegum that lets you blow those impressive bubbles? Well, I've got a treat for you as we head to one of the biggest bubblegum factories in the country. First up, unlike regular chewing gum, which uses natural tree sap called chicle, most bubblegum today uses a synthetic rubber base. See those big blocks of material going into the mixer? That's the special gum base that gives bubblegum its unique stretchy quality. The mixers work hard to soften this gum base. It starts out pretty hard, almost like a block of wax. They heat it up just enough to make it pliable without breaking down its structure. Then they add the sweeteners. Big pipes pump in corn syrup and sugar. Bubblegum is actually about 60% sugar. Of course, that's why it's so sweet. Then the flavors. Classic bubblegum flavor is a mix of strawberry, banana, and lemon oils, plus some other secret ingredients. And don't forget the color. Drops of food coloring give the gum that iconic pink color. Though nowadays they make it in all sorts of colors, but pink is still the most popular by far. All these ingredients need to be mixed perfectly. The texture is also very important. The gum mixture is allowed to cool down a bit, then goes through rollers. They're pressed into thin sheets of uniform thickness. Now, cutting machines stamp out perfect little squares of gum from the sheets. Nothing goes to waste. Any extra bits get collected and put back into the mixing process. For the gumballs, the gum mixture gets fed into machines that roll it into perfect little spheres. Whether it's squares, balls, or sticks, all the gum pieces now need to be coated. The outside of most bubblegum has a hard sugar shell. This keeps it from sticking to the wrapper and helps lock in the flavor. As usual, the final step is packaging. Machines wrap each piece of gum individually, then group them into the packs you see in stores. For gumballs, they get sorted by size and color before being packaged in those familiar plastic containers or cardboard boxes.